They're charming. They're magnetic. Everyone seems to love them. But something feels off. You can't explain it. You just sense it. A coldness underneath the warmth. A calculation behind every smile. What you might be sensing is something psychologists call the Dark Triad. And once you know the warning signs, you'll never miss them again. In 2002, psychologists Delroy Paulhus and Kevin Williams published a groundbreaking paper identifying 3 personality traits that tend to appear together in the same person. They called it the Dark Triad. These 3 traits, narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, share one thing in common: a deep, almost frightening lack of empathy combined with a desire to exploit others for personal gain. And here's what makes them so dangerous. These people aren't always criminals, and many of them are your coworkers, your partners, sometimes your friends. Today, we're going to break down exactly what to look for, so you can protect yourself. The first warning sign is what researchers call love bombing. And it's the entry point for all 3 Dark Triad types. When you first meet them, they're overwhelming. The compliments, the attention, the sense that this person really gets you. It feels incredible. But narcissists often appear especially charming and likable upon first meeting. What you're actually experiencing is a performance, designed to get something from you. Once they have your trust, your loyalty, or your resources, the warmth starts to fade. And when you notice the change, they'll make you feel like you're the problem. Ask yourself, did this person seem too perfect too fast? Did the intensity of early attention feel almost overwhelming? Research consistently shows that people high on Dark Triad traits lie more frequently than average. And what's chilling is that they also rate themselves as skilled at deception. Machiavellians tend to tell strategic lies, small, calculated white lies that serve a long-term plan. Narcissists lie mainly about status, their achievements, their popularity, how important they are. Psychopaths are the most disturbing. They lie for no reason at all, just to see if they can. Over time, you'll start noticing things that don't add up. Small inconsistencies, stories that change, a gut feeling that something is being hidden. Trust that feeling. One of the clearest markers of Dark Triad behavior is the absence of genuine guilt. When they hurt you, and they will, watch what happens next. Not what they say, but what they do. Dark Triad individuals, especially those high in psychopathy, show a fundamental lack of remorse or guilt for actions that harm others. They may apologize, but only if the apology gets them something. Only if it brings you back under control. Real remorse changes behavior. With these individuals, the same patterns repeat, over and over. For Machiavellian personalities especially, relationships aren't emotional, they're strategic. Everyone in their life serves a function. When you stop being useful, you stop being important. You might notice they only reach out when they need something. That your conversations always somehow circle back to them. That when you're struggling, they seem uninterested. This isn't accidental coldness. It's the architecture of how they see the world. People are resources. Nothing more. Or perhaps the most damaging warning sign is gaslighting, making you question your own memory, perception, and sanity. That never happened. You're too sensitive. You're imagining things. This is a tool used most aggressively by those high in psychopathy and narcissism. The goal isn't just to win an argument. It's to keep you off balance, dependent, and easier to control. If you find yourself constantly second-guessing your own memory around a specific person, pay attention to that. Here's what's important to remember. The Dark Triad isn't a formal diagnosis. You can't label someone with certainty based on a YouTube video, and that's not the point. The point is awareness, because the best protection against manipulation isn't suspicion, it's knowledge. Knowing what patterns to look for. Knowing that your instincts, when something feels wrong, are worth listening to. If you recognized any of these signs in someone close to you, the most important step is talking to a mental health professional, not to diagnose them, but to help you navigate what you're experiencing. The human mind is complex, dark, and endlessly fascinating. And on this channel, we're going to explore all of it. If this video helped you, subscribe to ShadowMinds. New videos every week going deeper into the psychology most people never talk about. I'll see you in the next one.